Hello, AI enthusiasts. Welcome back to AI Foundation Learning, your go-to channel for all things artificial intelligence and machine learning. Today, we're diving into one of the hottest trends in AI, RAG, or Retrieval-Augmented Generation. But not just any RAG. We'll be exploring the 6 different types of RAG techniques that are transforming how AI models generate more accurate and context-rich responses. If you're new to RAG, or an experienced AI professional looking to deepen your understanding, this video is for you. By the end, you'll know exactly how each RAG technique works and where to apply them in real-world AI projects. So, let's jump right in. First, let's start with the classic, Standard RAG. Standard RAG is the foundation of Retrieval-Augmented Generation, combining 2 powerful elements, a retrieval model and a generative model. Think of the retrieval model as a search engine, and the generative model as GPT or another language model. Here's how it works. You input a query, the retrieval model fetches relevant documents from a large database, and the generative model uses this retrieved information to create a coherent response. This method is great when you need to pull in factual information from an external source while maintaining the creative, generative capabilities of an AI model. For instance, if you're building a customer support chatbot, Standard RAG can help it retrieve accurate information from a knowledge base and generate a response based on that. This approach ensures that your chatbot answers are not only fluent, but also factually correct. Next up is Corrective RAG. This one takes Standard RAG a step further by adding a validation process to ensure that the generated response is not just fluent, but also factually accurate. Here's how it works. After the initial retrieval and generation, the output is cross-checked against a trusted dataset. For example, in medical applications, the response might be validated against a database of medical papers or clinical guidelines. If any discrepancies or inaccuracies are found, the model corrects them before presenting the final answer. This makes Corrective RAG ideal for high-stakes fields like healthcare or legal research, where accuracy is paramount. This technique ensures that the response is not only generated quickly, but also refined to be as accurate as possible, reducing the risk of misinformation. Now, let's talk about a more exploratory approach, Speculative RAG. Imagine you're dealing with a complex question that has multiple possible interpretations. Speculative RAG generates multiple possible responses and then ranks them based on relevance and accuracy. Here's the process. The model first retrieves relevant documents, then speculates by generating several possible answers. Each of these answers is scored using a feedback mechanism, which could involve comparing them to additional retrieved documents or using a scoring model to determine which is most relevant. Once the highest scoring answer is identified, it's presented as the final response. This approach is particularly useful for ambiguous queries or situations where there could be multiple correct answers, like when you're asking for recommendations or exploring complex topics with many possible interpretations. Next, we have Fusion RAG, which is all about integrating information from multiple sources. This technique is designed to provide a more well-rounded, comprehensive response by combining data from various retrieved documents. In Fusion RAG, the system retrieves multiple documents that offer different perspectives or cover various aspects of the query. The generative model then synthesizes this information, merging relevant points to create a unified response. If there's conflicting information, the model resolves it by considering additional context or the credibility of the sources. For example, if you're asking about the best programming languages to learn in 2024, Fusion RAG would pull in opinions from various sources, blog posts, developer forums, and job market reports, and generate a balanced answer that considers all these perspectives. Now, let's move into more autonomous territory with Agentic RAG. This technique involves the AI acting autonomously, with a specific goal in mind, retrieving information and making decisions on its own to achieve the desired outcome. Here's how it works. First, the model is given a specific goal, like explaining a complex concept or solving a problem. It then autonomously plans its actions, deciding which information to retrieve and how to use it to achieve the goal. The model iterates this process, refining its understanding and actions dynamically, adjusting its strategy based on the feedback it gets during the task. For example, if you ask an AI tutor to explain quantum mechanics, Agentic RAG would autonomously plan a series of steps retrieve relevant academic papers or tutorials, break down the information, and guide you through the explanations step by step. Last but definitely not least, we have SelfRAG. This innovative technique allows the model to improve itself over time by using its own outputs as new data points for future retrieval. In SelfRAG, the AI starts by retrieving information and generating a response like usual. But here's where it gets interesting. It stores its own generated responses in a dedicated repository. Next time a similar query comes up, the model retrieves not just from the original corpus, but also from its own previous outputs, allowing it to build upon its past knowledge. Over time, SelfRAG enables the model to continuously refine its answers, learning from its own iterations. This makes it especially powerful in scenarios where the model can benefit from continuous learning, such as customer service bots or personalized tutoring systems. So there you have it, the 6 different types of RAG techniques: Standard RAG, Corrective RAG, Speculative RAG, Fusion RAG, Agentic RAG, and SelfRAG. Each technique serves a unique purpose and can be applied to different AI tasks, from generating fact-based responses to autonomous decision-making and continuous self-improvement. If you enjoyed this deep dive into RAG techniques, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more AI tutorials and insights. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep innovating with AI. See you in the next video.